Hi Pokefans, welcome back to part 21 of my Indigo Disk DLC. Last episode we went ahead and completed catching all of the legendary Pokemons for solo quest, which I thought was pretty fun. I'm still open for anyone who wants to kind of go ahead and complete the group quests for both Scarlet and Violet. In today's episode, I'm gonna go ahead and invite all of the gym leaders that are available in the side quest or the option that we have in the computer in the league room. The main reason for this is to go ahead and battle the secret boss, but I believe we have a lot of other people to actually battle. I also believe that each time you invite the gym leader, you do get a couple of items, and probably the third time you invite them, there is a chance they'll go ahead and trade a Pokemon with you. That's also something I'm aiming for, so I'll be trying to defeat them multiple times. But for today, we are gonna just go ahead and challenge all of the gym leaders at least once. Now, I'm pretty sure that all of these gym leaders will have Pokemon around 80. At this point though, I don't think it should be too much of an issue, but go ahead and get your Pokemons around 80 to 100. Alright, it also seems that we have our 3 friends opened up to battle as well. Although I'm not really sure who the other characters are gonna be. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and challenge all of the gym leaders. Here is the first one. I also believe that I've already gone ahead and at least defeated one of the gym leader who I'm not gonna be battling today. But right here we have Katie, and I'm pretty happy to actually see her. Each of them do have their own dialogue trees, so you can go ahead and talk to them to get multiple different dialogues. According to what I've seen, this game is just trying to show that you are improving your relationship with each of these gym leaders. But of course, we can actually invite 2 of them at once, and that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do right here. Right. Here we have our second gym leader, Gracious. Now both of these gym leaders are gonna be pretty easy to defeat, considering that they have a bug and a grass type. So this should be pretty fun. Although I'm interested in seeing what they have to say about Blueberry Academy, which is why I have invited them over here. I guess it's time for me to just go ahead and talk to them before we do get a chance to challenge both of these people. Alright, there they are. They're actually talking to each other, which is pretty cool. Let's see what they are saying. I also have to probably go ahead and heal up my team members. I'm pretty sure that your Pokemon will be auto-healed after each of these battles. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and manually heal them. There we go. I'm gonna switch an Armourouge up in front just to make sure that I'm able to take them down. You're Katie, the owner of Patseri Soberry, are you not? Yes, that's me. And you must be Brassius from Artisan Gym. Which is correct. The cake and the sweet that you craft with such care. I'm actually surprised that these guys have never met before. I really thought all of the gym leaders knew each other. At least that's what we got as an impression from Paldia. But I guess not. She's also interested in making a Sunflora cake, which is pretty cool. Personally, I would like to actually see that myself. Unfortunately, we don't have her opening up her shop for us. I'm pretty sure you have seen Katie's shop in the town, but unfortunately we don't really get any of the items from it. Now I did kind of lie here, saying that it was not me, but of course Katie here can easily guess that we actually invited her. Pretty cool. I'm mostly interested in what other new Pokemons they have got. Hopefully we have some new I guess bug type Pokemon that we'll see in their team. Although this one should be way easier. Now usually I'm not one for dialogues. I try to kind of skip them out. But when there is a story or when I know that there is a lore, I definitely go ahead and check out all of the dialogues and all the items in the game. I think that is the best part for most of these Pokemon games anyway. Alright, here is our battle. I wonder if she'll actually go ahead and terrestrialize her which was her final Pokemon. Ursaring maybe? Yep. I guess we'll get to see that. I could also bet that Amaroosh can actually take down all of her Pokemons. But let's see. It would be kind of cheating considering that Amaroosh here is at level 100. So obviously it would be easily able to take all of her Pokemons down. But if it doesn't, that would be pretty fun. Now unfortunately I forgot to add Kirobattle into my team, which I should do probably at some point. But here is Fortress. This I believe is a newer Pokemon that she actually added to her team after the first time we battled her in the gym. But of course it has Sturdy and was able to take one hit. Of course it will go down in the next turn since Amaroosh is actually faster. Decided to go ahead with Psychic. Just in case my Pokemons do not get healed after this battle and I have to go ahead and battle Brassius. Alright, Arachnid is another new Pokemon she added. But for this one, Amaroosh doesn't really work out. So sadly I did have to switch out. Let me go into Muscrada. I believe I have not used my starter Pokemon after Paldia. I totally ignored this one. Maybe it's because it was a grass type and I really didn't feel that it would help me. Let me know in the comment section if you have done the same. If you've just gone ahead and ditched your starter Pokemon after Paldia. But there we go. That was pretty easy. As for Heracross, I'm just gonna switch out and back into Amaroosh. Heracross is a pretty cool Pokemon and I really like it. Unfortunately, I was not able to add one to my team when I was going through Paldia. Of course, you will be able to find this one in Kitakami. Let me go ahead and use Flamethrower again. There we go. That is down in one hit. 2 Pokemons remaining, I believe. Yep. Let me go ahead and still keep Amaroosh here. Should be able to take down this Pokemon as well. I wonder if we will get hit by, yep, a Sucker Punch. This always does happen with this Pokemon. That's alright, I was able to take it down. The last one I believe is Ursaring, which was a Teddiursa when we actually challenged her for the first time. I've actually never used a Teddiursa in my team before. Probably a Pokemon to look out for if I do kind of go ahead and play this game offline again. I believe Teddiursa is a normal type, so I'm not really sure how well it would actually help me. Either way, it is always nice to try out Pokemon that I've never used before. I would definitely recommend you all do the same as well, as it is always fun to use different Pokemons. Alright, she did actually terrestrialize it. That's pretty cool. I really don't have to terrestrialize my Amaroosh. Pretty sure it will be able to, yep, take it down in one hit. That was super easy. I think I'll probably go ahead and try to speed up this video a bit more, considering that I have to challenge all of the gym leaders and it would probably take me around an hour to actually do so. Unlike, of course, this battle where I was able to defeat her pretty easily. After each battle, I believe we have a bit more dialogue with the gym leader. Yep, there we go. She has definitely enjoyed our battle and we do get 3 shakers of Sweet Herba Mystica as a reward. Pretty nice. I believe Herba Mystica is a bit rarer item and I personally haven't really got a chance to get some. So this is definitely pretty helpful. The next person I'm challenging is Brassius here. Shouldn't be too difficult either considering that he uses grass type Pokemon. Of course, he actually recognized that we invited him. Although he is pretty interested in the mysterious dome and terrarium, which by the way we know what it's filled up with. I believe it's a mixture of water from the crystal pool and Terra shards from the cavern that we went to, where we were able to actually find Terrapecos. Alright, here is the battle. He started with the Breloom, which is pretty easy to defeat, especially with Amarur. I actually like Breloom, and it was definitely one of those Pokemons I always used in my team whenever I played a Ruby and Sapphire. Vileplume here is really strong as well, although I would never see myself using this Pokemon. Next one is Lilligant. Here's another one that I've never used either. I'm not a big fan of grass type Pokemons, although I actually like to use the starter Pokemon for grass type each time I do play a game. I always thought that fire types or water types would make the game a bit more easier. I guess that's just my opinion, but that's the reason why I usually go for grass types. Alright, we are definitely doing a dent in his team. It's been pretty fun. I'm guessing I should be able to go through all of his team members with just Amarud here. Of course, this is the 5th one. There we go. His last Pokemon, I believe, was a Sudowoodo. I would have to be a bit careful about it, but he usually tends to go with the move Trailblaze, which really doesn't do any damage on Amarud. As long as I'm able to take it down in one hit, I should be good. If not, I guess I just have to wait and see how much damage I do get. I'm actually planning on slicing my Pokemon at least for one of these gym leader battles. Although I'm not really sure for which one. Let's see how the other battles go. Based on the level of toughness, I guess I'll go ahead and test slice my team member. Now Sudowoodo did actually survive, which I'm putting out to Sturdy. Probably that's the ability it has. For the second turn though, I did get a crit hit, so we were able to take it down. There we go. That is the second gym leader, or in this case actually the third gym leader that I have defeated for the very first time. Let's see what he has to say now that we have defeated him. Alright. As usual, he is more artistic. I wonder what we do get. Ooh, alright. He is giving us a merchandise. Surrendering Sunflora case. I'm actually not sure what to say about that. I wonder if we can actually see this item, although I highly doubt it. Never mind. I actually don't see that item anywhere. I guess it's one of those random items that you really don't get to see. Maybe I'm wrong. Do let me know in the comment section what this might be or where you might actually find his item. For the next one, we are actually inviting Lono, and here she is. As usual, she will be going ahead and probably streaming our battle. Other than her, I'll go ahead and invite Kofu as well. I'm hoping I'm remembering his name correctly. That might be wrong. Let's see. Thankfully, it's not. I'm glad to actually see him here. After all, we did win a bet just to get him an item. Now that we have these two here, I wonder if they will actually talk to each other. Although I highly doubt it. Let's see where they are. And they are not talking to each other. Not surprising. Let's talk to Lono first. After all, I did actually battle her before I went to Kofu. Let's see what she has to say. Although she is kind of infuriated apparently. Now we just need the weird, unbelievable stuff. I would love to say the director. After all, he is definitely pretty weird. But I'm not really sure about unbelievable. I guess I could say the terrarium at this point. It's definitely one of the best parts of Blueberry Academy, so we have to choose it. I guess that was the right answer as well, because she definitely looks super happy. Either way, I'm just gonna go ahead and challenge her. I believe Lono was definitely one of those trickier gym leaders for me, especially when I was going through Padya. The main reason for this was that I really didn't have a ground type Pokemon. I did have Wooper, but it did actually go down pretty easily, so there wasn't much I could do against her. I still feel like she is one of those gym leaders that you really are able to go through just because you don't really have Pokemons available to take her down. But in this case, as well, apparently I forgot a ground type Pokemon. Alright, this will be fun. You know what, the next time I challenge her, I'll make sure that I actually bring my ground type Pokemon. Probably Crocodile, which I did level up to level 100. Hopefully that will at least help. But now though, Musclara will have to do. Couple of Flower Tricks and Energy Ball should be able to take down most of these Pokemons. Flower Trick is definitely one of my favorite moves in this game, considering the fact that I always seem to get a crit hit with this move. I mean, of course it is meant to get crit hit when you use it, but it definitely makes most of these battles super easy. She also has the Electivire, which is surprising. I guess this should be a new addition to her team. I don't remember seeing this Pokemon before. For the next one, decided to switch out and make some changes. This time up front is Lucario, and she has brought out one of my favorite Pokemons, which is Luxray. I've actually used this one in my team when I went through Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Luxray is an amazing Pokemon for that game, and it does get a variety of moves. In this case, I was easily able to take it down. Also got a crit hit right here. I guess I'm getting a bit more luckier with this battle. Bellibolt is gonna be a bit of a trouble. Decide to go ahead and switch into Tinkaton. Should be able to take it down with a couple of steel type moves. Now Bellibolt is one of those Pokemons I have not yet used, but I definitely want to use it, considering the fact that I've seen a lot of people use it in their team, and it does seem to be a really good Pokemon. Maybe it might help me against Lono in my next battle or my next playthrough. Unfortunately, Bellibolt didn't really go down here, which is pretty bad. Tinkaton did go down right here. I guess this is the first time one of my team members has gone down in a very long time. Usually when I do battle, I tend to avoid healing my team members, even sometimes revive them. I kind of feel that would actually make it less fun. But of course, that's just the way I play. I'm pretty sure you guys would just go ahead and heal up your team members. Let me know in the comment section if you avoid healing up your team members as well. For the last Pokemon, I decided to go ahead and Terrestrialize, considering that I actually don't have a type match right here. Hopefully this Terrestrialization will actually help me. Of course, her Miss Magius actually has a poison type move, I believe, so I might have to be a bit more careful. Although she does tend to go with a electric type move, as it does have electric type. Miss Magius is another Pokemon that I've never used in my team, but I always wanted to use. I guess I have to just make a list of all the Pokemons that I really want to use and probably try to use it the next time I play this game. But there we go, we have defeated Lono as well. I believe Kofu will be a bit easier, especially now that I have Muscrada in my team. But let's see how that goes as well. Right now from Lono, hopefully I get a better gift than what Brassius gave me. She's a bit upset about losing, although I'm pretty sure that, never mind. She gave me a Lono case, which is really not helpful. Unless, no, I actually don't see it here either. Do let me know in the comment section where you can actually view these items, at least some of these items that we get from gym leaders. Either way, let's talk to Kofu, see what he has to say. Of course, he's gonna be interested more in the food. I'm pretty sure he and Crispin would get along very well, considering that they both love cooking. Either way, let me go ahead and have a lively battle with Kofu right here. This should be definitely fun. I'm pretty sure Kofu's battle was also a bit difficult, but I don't think it was as tough as Lono's was. Let me know in the comment section which gym leader battle was much tougher for you when you went through Paldia for the very first time. Kofu here actually started up with a Pelipper, which is surprising. I actually should have switched out Amarouge. I might actually do that right here. When I head into Muscrada, this one should be a bit easier, but I wasn't really expecting a Feraligatr. I'm pretty sure these Pokemons are only here, especially now that they have come for Blueberry Academy. I also decided to just go ahead and terrestrialize, as that will actually help me a lot. Although I'm pretty sure that just a normal Flower Trick would actually take down the Feraligatr here. There we go, that was a crit hit. I wonder if I could take down literally all of the Pokemons with just Flower Trick and terrestrializing Muscrada. That could be a possibility that I definitely want to try out. Here's a second Flower Trick, and we were able to take down the Cloudser as well. Let's see which one is up next. We have Wugtrio. This one should be easier. I actually caught a shiny Wugtrio in my playthrough. That was the only reason why I used it in my team, although I did switch it out after some time, considering that it has a really bad defense and special defense stats. But Veluza here should be a bit more difficult, although I think it will go down with a Night Slash. And it did. I'm actually surprised that he's actually as easy as KT was, or probably Brassius too. Either way, he only has one more Pokemon left. Let's see if we can actually take it down as well. This time I'm just gonna go ahead with another Flower Trick. I could have gone with the Energy Ball, but I think Crit Hit does actually do way more damage. So let's see if that is actually true. Alright, here it is. And of course we go first since we are at level 100. We do take it down. Alright, so go ahead and use just Muscrada in your team. It should be good, especially with this move. And there we have it. That is on Kofu. Hopefully he actually gives me a better item than both Brassius and Lono. I'm still not sure what those items are. Hopefully we get more details on it in the future. Alright, here is the item that he does give. It is Spicy Herba Mystica. Pretty cool. Definitely way more useful, just like KT's item. Let me go ahead and quickly invite 2 more gym leaders. I believe I've already battled Tulip before, so she is the one I'll be skipping out. But I'm just gonna go ahead and invite another gym leader here. This is, I believe, Grusha. There he is. Apparently the AC is too strong for him. Not surprising. But of course, let me go ahead and battle Grusha here first before I actually invite the last 2 gym leaders. I really think Grusha here needs a confident boost. I feel like he always puts himself down. Either way, I am ready for this battle, so let's go ahead and defeat this gym leader. I'm guessing that Amarouge should be enough for all of the team members. Although I'm pretty sure most of my other team members can take their Pokemon down as well. First up this time is Ninetales, which is a newer Pokemon. It will usually go down with a flamethrower. Hopefully it does here as well. And it did. That's good. Next up, we have Bertic. Bertic is pretty powerful. I mean, it would have been powerful if it did have a dual typing. Unfortunately, it is just ice type, which makes it not that powerful. Cititan is next. Now this one's definitely pretty challenging. It does have a really good defense stats. Let me see if I can actually take this one down. It also knows the move Earthquake. I'm actually pretty interested in using Cititan in my team. It definitely looks super powerful. Definitely adding this one to my list as well. As for Weavile, I just decided to go ahead and make some changes. I'm pretty sure Slowking really can't do much, but I am trying to level it up, so I just switched into it. But of course, let me switch back. This time I decided to go into Ogapon as it does have low kick. Should be able to take down Weavile in a couple of turns. I guess I should have switched out Ogapon, considering that it really isn't helping my team anymore. But we will have it right now, right here. As for the next one, just went back to Amaroosh. I feel like Amaroosh is the Pokemon. I kind of feel like that's the same for all other Pokemon games, where fire type Pokemons are must and actually needed. But of course, we have one more Pokemon left, which is Altaria. And of course, it is super powerful. But if we are careful, should be able to take it down with the flamethrower. Decide to not actually terrestrialize Amaroosh here. As you can see, Amaroosh was caught in a third raid battle. Unfortunately, it has electric type instead of fire, which is pretty sad. My Kilo Battle also has this issue where it is actually a fairy type, which is definitely not helpful. It should have gotten a electric type. Either way, we are able to defeat Grusha over here as well. Let's see what we get as a gift. Hopefully it's something that I can actually use. I mean, as long as it's an item that does appear in my bag, I should either be able to use it or sell it. In this case, we get 5 bottles of Carbos. Just throw them away if you don't use them. Now that's rude. Is that why Grusha actually gave that item to us, to just get rid of it? Maybe. Anyway, I am just gonna ignore that. But here we have our next gym leader, Larry, who is always, as usual, professional and business minded. Other than him, we have one last gym leader, who is actually our last gym leader that we did battle, which is Rhyme. It's nice to see her wrap here as well. Here she is. I'm wondering if we'll actually have a double battle with this one, considering that during the time when we were challenging Rhyme, we actually had to do a double battle. It's going to be pretty interesting. They're actually talking to each other, which is surprising. But I guess Larry was the one who was doing business with Rhyme, especially when it comes to the battle court. Pretty cool. I'm guessing the new battle code that we did see was the one which was made by Larry. Good to know some background on that as well. Of course, he didn't really have any contract that year, so her asking him to work was pretty helpful. Either way, I'm just gonna go ahead and challenge Larry first before we go and challenge Rhyme. Now for challenging Larry right here, I think I'll actually go ahead and use Lucario as well as Amaroosh. Feel like those two Pokemons would be better. Now Castelia cones here are definitely pretty good. I would recommend them considering that it is an ice cream. Hopefully he does get a chance to try it as well. Right, let's go ahead and battle him. I feel like this is gonna be pretty interesting. But of course, you never know. Here he is. I also wonder what new Pokemons he has added to his team. Ooh, alright. I should really decide switching Amaroosh out especially after the first 2 gym leaders. I will be definitely going ahead and battling all of these gym leaders again in the next episode. After all, we have to battle them twice to invite them a third time. That is when we will get the option to go ahead and trade a Pokemon with them. But the only issue is probably getting blueberry points. As you might know, you need around 1400 blueberry points in the least to invite all of these gym leaders over. So having that much is a must. But then again, if you put a calculation of calling them 3 times, in that case you would at least need around minimum of 3500 BP to at least invite them all. Either way, here is Tauros, which is actually giving me a bit of a trouble. Although it did go down in the second turn. That was a bit weird. For Dunsparce, I'm just gonna switch out. I think Ogerpon is a better Pokemon to deal with it. Unfortunately, I forgot that I had Lucario in my team, who is a fighting type and should be able to take down all of these Pokemon with ease. I guess I will go ahead and use it the next time I'm challenging Larry. Glare is a pretty annoying move. I actually really hate that. But at least we were able to hit it in the next turn instead of getting paralyzed. So I'm grateful for that. The next one is Flamingo. Really wish I had Kilowatt here. That would have actually helped. And for this one I switched into Lucario. Unfortunately, it will probably go down considering that Flamingo does have some flying type moves. Going with Flash Cannon, and of course it didn't take it down. At least I did survive that move with 8 HP, which is surprising. I was really not expecting that. At least we are able to take down the Flamingo in the next turn. Up next we have Altaria, which I'm definitely gonna switch into another Pokemon too. I guess we could go into Tinkaton, although I'm really not sure. Alright, I'm surprised to see 2 gym leaders having Altaria in their team. This one I believe is a newer Pokemon that he did add. Probably he added it right here when he came to Blueberry Academy. His last Pokemon is always Staraptor, and it is gonna have normal Terra type. I'm just gonna go ahead with the Tinkaton here. Let me use Gigaton Hammer. Not sure if this would take it down in one hit, but it definitely will do a lot of damage. That is good. There we go. Staraptor is definitely a pretty cool Pokemon, and I would actually like to add it to my team. I don't think I have used this one either. But of course, in the next turn, we should be able to defeat Larry here as well. This was definitely pretty fun, considering that we are getting to see all of the gym leaders and getting to battle them all in literally one go. Alright, there we have it. We have defeated Larry as well. Pretty surprising that he actually didn't have more newer Pokemons than what I expected. Let's see what we actually get. As usual, he is definitely pretty straightforward. And this time we get Salty Herba Mystica. Not bad. I'm actually pretty happy with that gift. For the next one, decided to switch Miss Crada up in front, considering that we are actually trying to take down Rhyme. Hopefully she actually gives us another double battle, which I think will be pretty cool. As usual, she is pretty chill, and she also wants to know if we have to treat Blueberry Kids with a lyrical lesson, which we definitely have to. Either way, let me quickly talk to her again. Oops, did not mean to talk to Larry right there. Although he does give you a bit of a different dialogue. There we go. I am definitely ready to go ahead and take down Rhyme for this time as well. And yes, she does have double battle. That is pretty helpful. Although Ogerpon is not. Probably I would have to go ahead and switch it out. Now we do have Mimikyu up in front there. I'll have to go ahead and break its disguise. That I believe we'll be able to do with Ivy Cut Girl right here. There we go. Alright. We got hit by a pretty powerful Pereira, so I might have to be a bit careful about the Mimikyu. This turn I went with Golurk for Muscrada with Flower Trick. That took care of it. Hopefully Ogerpon will be able to take down Mimikyu right here as well. Let's see if that actually happens. And it did. Alright, that was a second crit hit for it as well. Surprising. Alright. Up next we have Spiritomb, which is always super cool. I actually really like it, and I am not surprised to see her using this Pokemon. Houndstone should be easy as well. It of course goes down with one Night Slash. As for... Yep, there we go. I'm actually surprised that I'm getting so many crit hits. I mean, this was literally 4 more turns. And also I'm surprised that Ivy Cut Girl got 2 crit hits right there. The last Pokemon to take down is Toxicity. And I should be able to take it down with 1 turn. I also decided to go ahead and terrestrialize my Ogerpon. This is just for the sake of taking that Pokemon down, just in case that Night Slash doesn't really work out. She does also go ahead and terrestrialize her Toxicity into a Ghost type, which is expected. I believe that Toxicity is a pretty cool Pokemon. I have used it in my Sword and Shield game. Although it doesn't really have that good of a defense or special defense stat. There we go. We were able to take down Rhyme as well. This was definitely pretty fun. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more BP before I'm able to challenge all of these gym leaders for a second turn. After all, we need a lot of it to invite them back here. Hope you all enjoyed this episode in the meantime. If you did, please put a like, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel, as it does help me a lot. If you'd like to support me more on Patreon, check out the links in my description, and I'll see you all in the next one.